So, nach einer Woche Krankheit bin ich wieder da. Ich habe zwar die letzte Aufnahme damit beendet, dass ich meinte, mal schauen, ob ich mich morgen noch an den Schraubenschlüssel ändere. Es ist jetzt, glaube ich, irgendwie 2 Wochen vergangen, maybe. Vielleicht auch mehr. Aber ich erinnere mich noch an den Schraubenschlüssel. Und bevor ich den vergesse, springen wir da einfach mal wieder rein, ne? Let's go. Glaube ich zumindest. Ich glaube ja. Ich glaube, wir brauchten den doch, um hier diesen Luftschacht aufzumachen. Ja. You need a screwdriver to open the vent. Und der war irgendwo unten. Falls übrigens so übelst die Voice Cracks kommen, ich bin noch nicht zu 100%, was Stimme angeht, wieder da. Deswegen könnte witzig werden, wenn ich merke, dass meine Stimme halt durch das Reden sich komplett verabschiedet. Höre ich auf. Denn versuche ich es ein anderen Mal nochmal. Aber für heute soll's reichen.
Eugene must be down in Bernard's office. I should go ask him for a screwdriver.
Ich habe auch die Stimmen vom Spiel ein bisschen lauter gestellt. Die waren in den letzten Aufnahmen ein wenig sehr...
Maybe I shouldn't wander around with my pockets full. Is there anything I can put down?
Oh Gott, also... Naja, auf jeden Fall, die Stimmen waren ein wenig sehr leise. In der letzten Aufnahme. Wir schauen, wie das jetzt ist. Ich hoffe, das hat jetzt gereicht, die Tassen wegzubringen. Dürfen wir jetzt los? Ja. Ich habe nämlich keine Ahnung, wo die anderen... Oh. Hello. Wo die anderen 2 Handtücher hinkommen. Keine Ahnung.
It's, Miss Belivet, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Oh, right.
Awkward.
You're the one who took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
I understand, sir.
What are you doing here, anyway? Are you on break?
Yes, I am. Warte mal, the icon indicates a lie. Lies may get you out of a tough spot, but be careful not to get caught in a lie. Ich glaube, das war der Bernard. Ja, das war ja der Chef. Ich glaube, ich sollte dem halt nicht erzählen, dass ich einen Schraubenschlüssel brauche. Aber wir müssen, glaube ich, wenn ich mich richtig erinnere, müssen wir, glaube ich, in sein Büro. Wird da nicht irgendwas repariert? Deswegen, ich glaube, es wäre ein bisschen awkward, wenn wir dem jetzt folgen. Und also wenn wir sagen, nee, ich bin zu Pause, gehen dann in sein Büro, um einen Schraubenschlüssel zu holen und er geht da halt auch hin. Das wäre... Aber ich will ihm halt auch nicht sagen, dass ich... Weil wenn ich jetzt sage, nee, ich brauche einen Schraubenschlüssel, wird er sagen so, ja, Girl, wofür? So, dafür haben wir hier Handwerker-Typsi. Aber ich will ihm auch nicht awkward in sein Büro-Safe folgen. Ah. Ja, komm. Das, ja, vielleicht muss ich danach lügen, wofür, aber besser als ihm awkward ins Büro zu folgen.
No. I'm just getting a screwdriver.
A screwdriver? What for?
Loose vent.
Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it?
Yes, you're right.
Then leave the repairs to him.
Okay, I will.
Sorry, dass ich helfen wollte.
What's going on?
Oh, Andrew.
Sorry. Seems I've made a habit of sneaking up on you today. Spying on Bernard again?
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Ah, gotcha.
Eugene?
What
Oh.
maybe you should go have a look. You know what? I'll stand guard by the elevator and, holler if Bernard approaches.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick.
Ach, ich dachte gerade, ist er da jetzt rausgesprungen oder so? Aber das Fenster war doch von Anfang an kaputt, deswegen ist er doch da. So. Longest elevator ride ever. On my way down to look for a screwdriver in Bernard's office, I ran into the big boss himself in the elevator. When he asked what I was doing, I told him the truth. A part of it, anyway. That I needed a screwdriver. He gave me some flack for undertaking a task that should be Eugene's, but other than that, I don't think he suspected anything. Phew. Thank goodness, he and I went in separate directions when we got to the ground floor, now to see if I can find that screwdriver. The lair of the beast. Andrew offered to keep an outlook while I poke around Bernard's office looking for a screwdriver. I have the rare opportunity to do a bit of snooping on my boss. What fascinating things would Bernard keep behind closed doors? But I have to be careful still, especially with Andrew on the other side of the door. I don't want to jeopardize him either.
I have to find a screwdriver, but how often do I get to snoop around Bernard's office like this?
Kann ich ja auch Schubladen öffnen? Nee. Schade, das wäre doch so das Interessante.
Kinda wish I worked here when Raymond was in charge. Sounds like the hotel was very different back then. Well, just look at these distinguished gentlemen. And a young Bernard.
Ist das Bernard? Der sieht so aus, als hätte er jetzt schon keinen Bock mehr auf Leben. Oh. Ja. So, Mr. Leduc. My employer has made the following request. To avoid unwanted attention, his identity should remain secret to both guests and staff. The temperature in room 602 should be kept at exactly 22 degrees. His dog should be fed the very best roast beef. His room should be cleaned every day at 11:30 a.m. on the dot. Eggs should be banned from his room service orders. No one should disturb him between the hours of 4 and 5 p.m. More requests shall follow once my employer takes possession of his room. Thank you. Okay. Ich frage mich tatsächlich, wie viel... Ist er da tatsächlich rausgefallen? So, wo ich das jetzt so sehe. Wie viel das machen würde, wenn ich diese kleine Notiz jetzt wegschmeiße. Ob das so, ja okay, das hat jetzt mega die Auswirkung. Oder, nee, das ist... Ich habe Fragen. Oder so, nee, okay, ist jetzt, ob ich das jetzt wegschmeiße oder nicht, jeder fällt in den Kreis um.
Ew. Is this Linda's?
Habe ich auch auf Arbeit immer in der Schublade.
This does not look like a nice brotherly check-in. I had no idea things were this bad between Bernard and Raymond.
Dear brother, I thank you for your invaluable input, but need I remind you the terms of our agreement? I did my part. I got you out of jail and have ensured that news of your deviant ways would not leak. Now I expect you to keep your side of the bargain and stay out of my way. You're not in charge of the hotel anymore. I have worked relentlessly the past 2 years to return the Clarendon to its former glory. A great challenge, considering the poor state you left it in. I'm glad father never got to see how you so shamelessly destroyed his great legacy. As for me, I will be dead too before I listen to a single word of advice from you. You ask, I lower our prices, but I can tell you and I plan on doing just the opposite. My guests will only be la creme de la creme. Your deviant friends can find themselves another place for the sinful debaucheries. Enjoy your retirement. Ich habe diese Gänsefüßchen definitiv nicht nachgemacht. Oder so. Oh, es fängt schon wieder an. Falscher Knopf. Hatte ich die schon aufgemacht? Ich glaube nicht. Check room 102. Ask Eugene to fix radiator. Call Weston's office. Apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Drake for Valentine's ball mishap. Speak with contractor about cost overruns. Call Weston's office again. Decide winner for Employee of the Month Reward. Kann ich da meinen Namen hinschreiben? Nichts Interessantes.
Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous.
Dear Mr. Weston, I would like to thank you again for agreeing to this partnership between the Clarendon Hotel and Weston's department store. Thanks to your generous help, renovations are well underway and the hotel has never looked better. You should come visit soon, when your busy schedule allows it, of course. On another note, it has come to my attention that you have formed a group of local businessmen to oppose the construction of the new mental hospital. After working so hard to elevate the Clarendon standards, I cannot allow a band of cuckoos to move in my backyard. Should you accept it, it would be an honor and privilege to join your fight. Yours sincerely, Bernard Leduc. And written by Eugene. Enjoy the cold, you cold-hearted prick.
So, I take it the open window was not an accident. Can't say I blame you, Eugene.
Das ist okay. Okay, hier noch irgendwie was.
So, I take it the open window was not an accident. Aha! Let's get you to that vent.
So. Cold, cold heart. Enjoy the cold, you cold-hearted prick. Something tells me the open window was not an accident. I think Eugene left it open on purpose as a way to get back to Bernard for being, well, Bernard. Got what I came for. Looks like my hunch was correct. Eugene was here to fix the window, and lucky for me, he left his screwdriver behind. I get the feeling he won't be needing it anytime soon. Getting the vent open should be easy enough now. Charakter. Other? Raymond. Raymond Leduc is Bernard's brother. Before Bernard ran the Clarendon, the hotel was in Raymond's hands. From everything I've heard, Raymond's style of running a hotel was different from Bernard's, as day is tonight. Apparently, it's Raymond's time the Clarendon could actually be fun. Andrew told me about one New Year's Eve when the power had gone out throughout the entire hotel and everyone was in a panic. Raymond gathered all the night staff and all the remaining guests into the ballroom, lit hundreds of candles, cracked open a crate of vintage wine, and threw an impromptu hoppala, party in the dark. Staff and clientele were side by side, singing and laughing and celebrating late into the morning, surrounded by candlelight. Raymond oversaw the whole thing, pouring wine and serving sandwiches of the finest lunch meats and cheese found in the Clarringtons' kitchen. It sounds like something from a different reality altogether. I thought my family was complex, but the Lidocks are on another level. Bernard allegedly kept Raymond out of jail and kept any words of his deviant ways from spreading, and for that he expects his brother to butt out of anything to do with managing the Clarrington. Poor Raymond. It sounds like he was in a tough spot, and Bernard found a way to exploit that. So, ich glaube, wir haben alles. Schnell raus hier.
Do you remember that loose tile from last week?
Yes?
Well, I'm afraid it hasn't been properly repaired.
What do you mean?
I mean that, it's still broken, sir. Someone put a rug on top of it, but you can still hear it crack. I'm just checking to make sure guests don't trip over it.
Is that part of your job description?
Mein Gott.
No, it isn't, sir.
Oh, well, then I suggest you stop worrying about... Miss Belivet, what were you doing in my office?
I was looking for a screwdriver. It wasn't someone left the door ajar.
I was simply closing the door. Someone left it ajar.
Huh. Must have been Eugene. Well, don't you have work to do?
Yes, sir.
Then get to it. Oh, Mrs. Drake has asked to see you.
Again?
Just indulge her. Apologize one more time for Friday's mishap. Do whatever needs to be done. We cannot afford to lose such loyal guests.
Very well, sir.
Ich finde den weird. Ich mag den nicht. Also den Bernard. Scheiße, vielleicht hätte ich die Pfütze nicht aufwischen
I think
sollen.
my heart stopped beating there for a moment.
Yeah, me too. But at least I found what I was looking for.
Perfect. Now, I should probably get to it before you-know-who comes out of his office again. Keep me posted.
Schnell weg. Oh, ich habe ein Achievement dafür bekommen, nicht so sehr hinterfragt worden zu sein von Bernard.
Time to see what secrets that vent is holding.
So, Progress. That was close. I should have known it wouldn't be as simple as walking out unnoticed. Bernard was waiting on the other side of the door once I'd finished up in his office. I'm really glad my job keeps me from interacting with him too often. I don't know how many more times I can handle hearing him call me Miss Belleville. I managed to evade his suspicions, screwdriver in hand, even if it meant bending the truth a little. All in all, I'd say that went as smoothly as it could have. Scheinbar war es doch so. Wenn ich dafür... Kann ich das jetzt im Nachhinein noch aufwischen? Nee. Wenn ich jetzt im Nachhinein ein Achievement dafür bekomme. Schön. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, für welchen Stock sind wir nochmal zuständig? 2? 5? Okay. Naja, 2, 5. Ist ja in der Nähe.
All right, let's open the vent.